So did. What's the 441 Martians? This is Wise. I'm your astral tour guide. And we're going to have some wise vibes today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about astrology within the chakra body. You know, we're going to explain the essence of the chakras, but we're going to align it with the astrology. So let's get right into it. It's going to be a quick introductive chakra body, understanding. Help you get in alignment. So, first slide. We're going to jump right into it. On the left is your astrology wheel, and it's kind of twisted a little bit so that they can show you this alignment of chakra energy. But if you can find the Aries glyph is the beginning of the wheel, and it's usually on the most left side of the circle. But anyway, that's just your houses all split up, and houses in astrology are more like rooms in your actual house. So you're broken up into 12 spaces of energy when you're looking at this wheel, the pieces of pie are all split up evenly if you're looking at Western astrology. And you're going to give each area a particular signature and understanding of what to be doing when they're involving their self with, ascension, because that's what the energy is all about. Rotating counterclockwise around that wheel and gaining intel or information in such a way to build its balance or self-mastery. That's what this whole experience is all about. And you may take multiple lifetimes to do so, and you come back with amnesia and you do it all over again. But as you tap into past existences, during your current lifetime, you begin to get clues or understandings of who you were or what you were about, and you're ascending in a space and time where you can develop a more self-mastered level. Excuse me. Shout out to my chosen ones with master numbers in their numerology charts. You know how hard it can get with the master numbers in that numerology chart, 11, 22, and 33. On the right side is just a little breakdown on which astrologies in the written version so we can read it. You got the very bottom, we're going to jump right in, is on the Medulla Hara, that's the root chakra. You got the Aquarius Capricorn vibe. Then the Svatsthana, that's the sacral chakra, the second one, the orange one. That's Pisces and Sagittarius energy. They rule that. In the Manipura, that's the sacral chakra, the yellow chakra, the third one. Aries and Scorpio are rulers there. The Anahata, the heart chakra, Taurus and Libra are in that space of being. The Vishuddha, did I say that right? Vishuddha, I like to say it like that. The Vishuddha chakra. I call it the throat chakra right there. The Gemini Virgo. What that throat be like? Get your mind out together. Gemini and Virgo, they right there. You know what I'm saying? They right there with that throat energy. The way they speak, Then the Ajna, that's the third eye chakra. That's the Cancer and the Leo, And then they don't have it shown up here, but the Sasahara is the crown chakra, and that's the 7th level, and that's entailing the entire chakra system and, of course, the astrology system. So all the astrology in one would be the Sasahara chakra. You know what I'm saying? Next slide. So, introduction, what are the chakra system? The chakra system is the conduit of energy that flows through our avatars from the base of our spine to the crown of our head. This energy builds with the frequency of your aura. Your balance with each chakra allows the kundalini to flow through. So what exactly does that mean? Just like those astrologies, there's 12 different areas for you to focus on in astrology. The energy in the roots, and it's in the base of your, your bottom, right under your privates. If you got, not if, about to say if you got, but right in your genitals, you got your root. Your root chakras is down there, and that root chakra is about grounding. The root chakra is about holding space to connect to earth, and then you move up to the sacral, and it says sacrum here, sacrum chakra. You move up to the sacrum chakra, and that's an emotional body. That's the respective area where you gain intel through sex, and if you are gaining the wrong sexual aspects of being, your sacral could be imbalanced. Just like if you're not grounded to something, your root can be imbalanced. You got to keep in mind how to balance these things as you identify what they represent. That's what the whole, meaning to identification. First key to addiction is to identify. But next chakra, the navel, the solar plexus, that's actually near your navel energy. And this is why they had halter top shirts back in the day. It won't for gay people. It was for people that understood that the sunlight needs to connect to that navel, which is the solar plexus, so that it can keep its energy a brisk, keep that sexual energy that you possess in yourself, or you may download from another divine being. And that energy has the opportunity to build into something powerful in that solar plexus energy. The solar plexus is about your chi and your, when the people be breaking the bricks and chopping the wood with one chop. They build a certain chi into that solar plexus, and they exert it all in the right time so that they can break that brick, or that they can break that piece of wood. You feel me? So you go on up to the heart chakra, because you need to purify this power, because all that power will ruin you if you don't have no heart space with it. So you want to be balanced in your heart. You want to be light as a feather. You want to be able to forgive others. You want to be able to do the things that an actual heart wants to do and stay green. You know how a lot of people say they got a black heart and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's cute, but that's really you in an unbalanced heart chakra. That's really you in an imbalanced heart chakra. So you really want to roll into that green. And these colors come from the rainbow. If you have not noticed, it's all natural reflection. Everything is natural in the world. It already reflects and shows you what God feels like, what God is representative of, the right way of being. So you get up to the throat chakra after you have balanced that power into that heart chakra. You're centered in that space of being. Now you can voice that energy, and you can reverberate that actual energy, because it's all an ascension process. So the more that you are able to voice that ascension, others can be inspired. And I told a story on my other video about inspiring others up the mountain as you go back down. You've already accomplished everything, and you're just inspiring people. Hey, yeah, mountain tops, the top's right there. It's right there. You can inspire. So that throat chakra is there to speak your truth, live in your truth. The things that you see are relevant, you bring those to light. And everyone that brings everything that they see relevant to light we all can put it into a conglomerate of understanding, and it can be a collective understanding, because we're all connected to each other in some form or fashion. We're all from a source. You travel on up to that third eye, and that third eye is all about energy of unseen. You're able to tap into an unseen spirit, and it comes from the root, and you've built it all the way up to that third eye to enhance the ability of your sight. Third eye means you got another view, so you're not just using the visual two eyes, you have something else, and this entire chakra system can balance out your alignment and give you an understanding of which way to go. You feel me? And then you have your crown on top. You set it right on the top of your head, nice and straight. It's never crooked, never cocked to the side, but it's right on alignment, and it protects your aura, and it actually drapes the aura around you, and it gives you that cloak of protection, because you yourself, you stand on your own confirmation of who, what, when, why you are, and you're able to crown yourself. Next slide. Planetary signatures are just the ancestors here to balance you out. So when we're talking about this astrology, because astrology and chakras all are in alignment, but when we're talking about the astrology and the planets and the stars and all of these, they're just ancestors, family members, if you will, that are helping you in the spirit. They're your spiritual family members. So you want to know what your spiritual family members are up to, and you want to know which conversations are being had about you, because it's always for the greater good, but you want to know what's going on so that you don't perceive the situation as a negative, or you don't perceive the conversation as a negative. Have you ever walked in on a conversation, mid-conversation, and you got the perceptions of it wrong, of what somebody was talking about, because you didn't hear the entire conversation? But imagine if you was able to hear the entire conversation, you won't manifest such a negative outlook on your life, and you will still stay in character, if you will, and keep your chi building up that chakra energy. So you want to look at your astro chart. You want to ask a professional if you don't really understand to teach you, or you want to learn yourself. Get on YouTube. There's so many people teaching astrology, including myself. Find somebody that suits your style and rock with them. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody for everyone, is what I'm trying to say. There's a person for everyone. And if there's something that you want to know or learn, start speaking to your spirit, which is really yourself tapped in to your higher source. Start telling your spirit, like, look, I want to do this. I want to learn this. I want to know this. And they'll find ways to put it in front of your face to help you learn what it is that you're trying to learn. You got to do the work, but they're all ancestors working on your behalf. So you want to know what the planetary signatures are doing. You want to know what the planets are actually doing. You want to know what is controlling your life at the moment, because as above, so below. Next slide. So we just spoke about how the rooter to the tutor got you all the way crowned up. You got your chakra on tuck. But real quick, before we get out of here, let's just explain how each sign, or what sign we're dealing with, how you can balance with that sign. Because we talked about in the root how you get grounded. And you got Aquarius and Capricorn down there to ground you. So you're going to have disciplinary and will restrictions and things of that nature with Capricorn. You're going to have Aquarius trying to freedom fight all at once. So it's a fine balance. Aquarius, in my mind, is the futuristic grandmother, and Capricorn is the Saturnian energy, where it's like the old grandpa. So you're balancing between those two, and you're finding your identity, what is right for you. So you're a freedom fighter for what you think is right and what is correct for you. As you ground, the more grounded you get, the more truth you gain to who you really are. So the deeper you get grounded, the deeper you understand who you are. So the synchronicity in Aquarius and Capricorn down there is perfect. It's a perfect combination, because when you get to the sacral, you have Pisces and Sagittarius, and the sacral speaks about that reproductive energy, that energy that can make a whole nother person. You understand? That bliss. You know how when you're having sex, and it gives you that ultimate bliss of energy, and it's such a positive vibe if you have the right partner. Such a positive vibe for you to walk along with for the rest of your day. Pisces is that unseen. Sagittarius is that optimistic energy, Jupiterian energy. Pisces is that Neptunian energy, that unseen, dreamy quality of the life. So when you're dreaming in a healthy manner, and you're balancing it with a positive understanding in that Jupiter energy, you can grow. You can grow your dreams with your sacral. That's why you don't want to spill your seed with the wrong woman, or spill your energy with the wrong man. You don't want to spill your energy, just masturbating it off with no point intended, because those will manifest into nothing. The dreams and your desires need to collaborate in a optimistic manner, so it can be optimistic, positive manner, enlightened manner, because that's what Sagittarius is. So when you're enlightened in a perspective, you can use that seed for something beautiful, something to create, bring unseen into seen, like making a music video, or a movie, or creating an art project, or writing a whole PowerPoint so that you can share with your people, your family, your friends, whatever. When you get up to the solar plexus, remember that chi, that power, that energy, that we was talking about. That's Aries and Scorpio, and that's Mars energy, and Scorpio has that touch, that overbearing Pluto energy that you cannot escape. Take that back. That's not the right word. That's not the right word. I got that from a movie. But you cannot escape the essence of what's coming for you. What is for you, death and rebirth, is always needed, because there's a regeneration process. And Aries is that strong, seen will, that energetic energy from the sunlight. You want to make sure that's qualified in its exaltation. And when I say qualified in its exaltation, think about the sun coming out weak every day. Think about the sun coming up weak or misguided every day. So it's going to either come up weak, or it's going to come up and burn and be bright, too bright, can't nobody see. It needs that transformative energy from Scorpio, so that it can exist in such a manner that is balanced with chi, power, and resilience. Mars is all about doing the things that you love, or fighting for the things that you love, protecting the things that you love. So in your transformative moments, you will come out, understanding what's worth fighting for. Because sometimes we fight for the wrong things, and that's an imbalanced solar plexus. Fighting for the wrong things is an imbalanced solar plexus, family. You want to transmute that energy that is got you fighting for the wrong things. And you want to operate in a space of love, because heart chakra needs love. Taurus and Libra, those are both two, what is the word I'm looking for? Two levels, that's not the word I'm looking for. Two levels of love. You got your self-love, and you have love for others. You have Taurus is self-love, your love, the things that you pleasure, the things that you love, the energy of self-reserving, self-pleasing. And Libra is the side of love that you give out to others. The Libra is the part that you show your affection to others, or your partnership with others. So you want to have a fine balance with self and others. If you're too selfish, you have an imbalanced heart chakra. If you're too unforgiving, you have an unbalanced heart chakra. If you're not able to see other people's vision, that's an imbalanced heart chakra. If you're not able to see other people's vision and tell them, hey, look, that's not for me, I have my own vision, you don't have a balanced heart chakra. You have to know how much of the self that you need and how much of others that you need to give to balance that heart energy. Feel me? So you get to your throat, that throat chakra, the Gemini and the Virgo. So these two are the octaves. That's the word I was looking for when I was talking about Libra and Taurus. The octaves. There's two octaves of love, Taurus and Libra. But anyway, we're on Gemini, and the octaves of, excuse me, the octave of Mercury is Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini is more about that quick conversation, that cultural know-it-all, speech. They pretty much know something about everything. Then Virgo is more about the purification, and then after the purification, what comes out. So when you have a proper throat chakra, you're purifying the things that you say through your heart, and the things that are on your heart and true to your heart, you can say in a pure manner, and you can speak God in your own corner or own right, or what you view as a, success, so that other people can be like, oh, the mountain's almost there, because there's someone for everyone. Your story is for someone else. There's always a repetitious energy when it comes to energy and stories, because we're all a particular part of this astrology. We have every one of these astrologies in us, just like I'm showing you right now, in the roots to the toots, the chakra build. But we're gonna get into that third eye, and that third eye deals with Cancer and Leo. So Cancer can be delusional, but the Cancer can be delusional in a righteous space if they are not fearful, if they are in a prideful way. And I'm not saying prideful where you can't hear others, but prideful like, I stick up, I take up for these people. These are my people, like a lion would. These are my people. You're not gonna mess with them. You got to go through me. So if those delusions are in a right and exact manner, you can create the essence of what spirit is trying to disillusion you into, because this is a 3D reality, and a disillusionment in the proper essence or the proper speech is literally a vision from the ethers, a vision from your higher self, a vision from your third eye, a vision from your ancestors, however you want to look at it. That's where that third eye jumps off into with Cancer and Leo. And Leo can create like that. Once the disillusions become true to what they stand on, because you went through all of these chakras, and you're building on that freedom of who you really are. So imagine who you really are coming out in a disillusionment. A disillusionment is just the truth of who you are, and you're able to express it in a prideful manner. You're able to rule the pack in a prideful manner. You're able to lead the pack in a prideful manner. Your third eye glows enough for your crown to drape an aura over you and protect you. You feel me? That's how the chakra body works. That's how the chakra systems are developing in the etheric, the metaphysical, the physical, however you want to see it, because there's more than just physical energy here. There's unseen energy in the ethers, and that's what you tap into when you're talking about metaphysics. How do things transmute metaphysically? How do things transmute metaphysically? A toxic sex partner can transmute physically into a STD. That's how transmutation works, and the understanding. It can mess your sacral up. You know what I'm saying? Next slide. So using the chakra system helps you identify the crystals and their uses based on the colors, because the rainbow is what we're tapping into, right? So we already went through the colors. So particularly, that's how you look at the colors of the stones and crystals that you deal with. Excuse me. I like to add this pink here for the heart chakra, but there's also green. Pink and green for the heart chakra. Solar plexus, yeah, for sure, is going to be like a yellow. All different tones of yellow. Sacral is more of a orange, a tiger's eye type of energy. The root chakra is going to be that dark red, or even, a bright red. And going back up to this throat, you're going to have that blue energy. That light blue energy is like a watery blue energy, because you want your heart to flow like water, and the things that float to the top get to the throat chakra, So it's like a light blue energy. But that third eye is that dark, deep, unseen, deep blue sea energy. So you'll find dark blue for your chakras, for your third eye chakras, and sometimes purple for sure. But the purple can be more of the crown energy, the crown, or the black can be crown. Sometimes black can be the roots too, like onyx and shungite, those type of things. But I can't think of a black crown chakra right now. But do your own research, energize yourself in the way that you see fit, but you need to see it fit based on your astrology. Get a reading, if you don't know what you're doing. Get a teacher if you don't know what you're doing. Teach yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Get on YouTube. Somebody's on YouTube, man. They're teaching this stuff every day, all day. The world of knowing is here. We're knowing things now, so it's not a problem to just get on, tap in, and really figure this stuff out on your own. Feel me? We're gonna keep these wise vibes going, y'all. Thank y'all. Like, share, subscribe. It's an honor to always bring this energy to you. I'm your astro tour guide, Wise Eye. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to me, because I got kids, and I take my time out from my family and do my research, I do my studies, and I'm doing my due diligence to begin to facilitate actual knowledge into the ethers of YouTube, the ethers of the world, and we can begin to build. Just like so many others are tapped in and already doing the work, been doing the work, you know what I'm saying? I want to lend my contribution just as much as the next man or woman or beautiful being on this world. So thank y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue with the Wise Vibes, and any type of topics y'all want to hear or talk about in the Wise Vibe section, just put it in the comments so we can, get into a mutual understanding. I'm not just up here talking about the stuff I want to speak about. I'm bringing up things that I enjoy, I would say, or the things that I think are keys to success. So it's a combination of both, but I'm willing to jump into whatever y'all got to talk about, because there's understanding in everything. So peace, blessings, and love. Y'all have a beautiful blessed week, blessed night.